The most memorable pieces. Good morning, Gary. How are you?
Good morning.
Boy, listen, you got to be a very, very busy guy.
Yeah, right now I am.
Now, how did you are a photographer for what is the UFA?
It's the Uniformed Firefighters Association.
And did you know? Is it something that you?
You took pictures of all of the recovery, right?
Yeah, I documented the entire recovery 7 days a week from December through closing ceremonies in May.
Oh my God, how heart-wrenching! Yeah. Do you, as a photographer, get some of the pictures? We talk about this a lot. Some of the pictures and the images are just so moving that you almost don't want to see it because it brings so much emotion. You looking at all these photos, does that happen to you still?
Yeah, actually, I don't really look at them unless I've got interviews coming up, because I'm at a point where I need to kind of cleanse myself from everything. I mean, granted, I did shoot all those images very tasteful. There's nothing graphic in my book. However, the experience, the difference between you looking at them and me looking at them, as I was there, so I remember the sights, the smells, and the sounds. And it's just, there's no easy way to really cut it up,
Gary, did you see the same people day after day just looking through all the wreckage?
Yeah, well, every 30 days there was a change of tour. Firemen did 30-day tours, but the FDNY fathers, the retired firefighters, the men who lost their sons, they were there every day digging to try and find their sons, and also to find missing civilians, to find everybody, but naturally their finding their sons was on the forefront of their mind.
Hey, Gary, I know that the images, you mentioned the smells and the sounds that come along with the photographic memory, but there's been a lot made lately, especially, this week with, the 9/11 tragedy, that people don't really want to see that stuff. I mean, it's cool that it's documented, but are you finding people that say thanks but no thanks on the picture thing?
Actually, no. I think I haven't, because my book is a different take on things. There's no images that exist like mine. I shot from my heart. I documented that whole from my heart. It wasn't an exploitive way. People are sick of seeing the towers collapsing.
Right. Yeah. I don't know if it was your book or not, but there's somebody's. I wonder if it is your book. There's a picture of like a charred Bible.
Yeah, that's mine.
That to me is more moving than seeing the picture of the plane going into the building again.
Well, that's what it is. I tried to concentrate my work on capturing, as sick as it sounds, the beauty and the love that existed in Ground Zero. I didn't plan on finding that Bible page. The Bible page was Genesis 11, the Tower of Babylon. The Bible itself was gone. There was just 2 charred pages. I took a quick photo, and then I had to go to recovery, and it wasn't until the next day that I found out that it was this 1 in a million passage, and I saw that as a sign from God that He was watching over the victims in their final moments. I try to see the positive in things, because any idiot can go down there and exploit and shoot bodies, and I tried my best to show the brotherhood that existed at Ground Zero.
Yeah. Gary, I spoke with a woman from the American Red Cross, the disaster relief portion, and she said something similar to me, that she found in all the cruelty, she found beauty in just the, man helping man, and people just, volunteers just giving their time.
The volunteers were one of the unsung heroes of Ground Zero. You had people leaving their jobs, coming first off, to become like a volunteer at St. Paul's Church. There was a waiting list. People would fly all the way in from Michigan, upstate New York, Buffalo, wherever.
We had stuff Gary, we had stuff that they said, you know what, there's too much, turn around.
Yeah, there was a waiting list, and there's a lot to be said for that, isn't there?
Yeah, really you were talking about the comfort sort of that you get in the. Are you finding that any of the families have mentioned that they're getting comfort from your pictures, a closure sort of?
Absolutely, and that's the one thing that keeps me going. In my book are 12 to 15 firemen who lost their sons, brothers, and fathers, and they've all said to me, Gary, your book has helped us in the healing process, because it not only validates my son's life, but it validates all the work that we put in down at Ground Zero. And I even got an email, believe it or not, I was kind of shocked, from an FDNY widow who said she appreciated my photograph of the tower collapsing, because it was her fireman's husband's last few moments on this earth.
Right.
You know, it was it's a very sensitive subject, and it's heavy duty, and that's why I tried to shoot everything as tasteful as possible.
And the book is called Requiem, Images from Ground Zero.
Yeah.
And it is available where? Everywhere?
It's only at Barnes & Noble. It's a Barnes & Noble publication.
Oh, great.
And if people want to see more of my work online, the website is September11eleven.net.
So it's September. You spell out the word 11 to get it.
September spelled out 11, ELEVEN.net.
Also, I found it on BN.com, which is Barnes & Noble.
Yeah, the book is, you're right. See,
that's an easy way to get it, too, is BarnesandNoble.com.
Yeah.
All right, well, thanks a lot, Gary. Good luck with your book.
Thank you for having me on.
Thanks.